Alright, so I've got here, I don't know if you can see that either, but both sides are cut down now, and I'm ready to start working with the draw knife and getting those to the actual right angle. So I'll put you in there, and you can see how I set up the clamps too, and start working. I'll slide this right here for now, and one clamp will go here, and the other one will go right here. And it depends on how springy that tip is right now. If it is a lot right here, if it goes a lot, I don't think it'll be a problem. But if it does, I might end up taking a piece of wood and putting it right in there and clamping on top of there. But I think that'll be fine for now. Alright, so I'll show you how I work this down. It's just, the key thing is to go a little bit at a time. Now see, right there what can happen is this is not good right there. Because what'll happen is if you get that splitting all the way down, it'll take out more wood than you want, depending on how much, or how much runoff there is in the grain. So I've still got a lot to go. It's still 1/8 of an inch. When it gets down to about 1/16 of an inch, maybe a little less than that, then you can pull out your rasp and start working to narrow that down. Alright, so one thing too when you're working with oak like this, I noticed on the other side, what can happen is if you are, not so much with a draw knife, but with a saw or a rasp that throws up sawdust, is, especially with oak, it smells really bad. Like, I don't know, it's kind of a cross between feces and like rotting meat or something like that. And what it is it's just, I guess the smell of the wood dust that's there, and it's not all over the bow. I kind of like the smell of oak, but sometimes it just does that, and just be warned that if you smell something bad, that's not your house burning down or something like that. It's just the wood. Alright, well, I'll finish the draw knife, and then I'll pull out that rasp and show you the finishing step. But as it stands now, I got a little bit of work to go with the draw knife on both sides, and up here I might show you that with the rasp, and then we'll work with the rasp. So here we are now. I just took the draw knife and went down along there. As you can see, I left a big bulge right there around that knot because I don't want to take that with the draw knife. It'll rip the whole thing out here. And then left a little bit of gap right here at the end because those are hard to get with the draw knife. And I might have gone in a little bit because of this knot here, but I think that'll be okay in the end because it's gonna have a lot of wood on the side because it's static. And then pretty much got all of it. There's still a lot right there that needs to get moved, but I can't do that across the grain with the draw knife. I'll have to use a rasp for that. I think what actually surprised me is that that knot right there is not the only one. I don't know if they're connected or whatever, but there's, I don't know, at least 3 right there. So there's one right there, that main one that you can see all the way through, and then one right there that was hidden from me, and maybe one right there too. So this limb right here is going to be knotty, and I'm glad that I did a Mollegabet instead of a long bow, because this would not bend very well. It'd have to be pulled a lot out of, and I'm not comfortable to do that with a draw knife because I'll ruin it. But just actually to go over it again, in case you didn't get it the first time, the Mollegabet, I'll pull wood from here. I'll make this thinner, but I won't make this thinner. So this part won't bend. It'll just be here right here and right there. This handle part won't bend, and right there won't bend. You won't pull any wood off the sides there. Now I'm going to take that rasp, clamp this down, take the rasp, and finish up right there. I think I'll do that first, and then come back along here. And it's pretty self-explanatory. You're just bringing it into the line. But I'll show you the fades right now. And I apologize, it's going to be kind of loud. That's just kind of how the rasp is. And it might be a little difficult with the lines on this side for me to see, but I think you'll get it. It's really not that hard of a process to do. Alright, so here it's that really thick rasp again, and it really cuts through that stuff. So I'm going to start right there. Still more. And a little more off there. Alright, so that's within the line right there. So now what I'm going to do is right here, I hope you can see that, yeah, right there, there's extra wood built up there too, because it's hard to get from right there down. It kind of needs a little bit of space here, the draw knife does, to take that down. So I'll take this down so that I can move this further right up to the line. Okay, so maybe a little bit more. Alright, so that's all the way down there. And as you can see, there's a little bit of rough spot right there. I can just take out with that, and then I'll take the half rounded end of the file right there. And just do a couple of strokes to even that out, make that corner all nice. And then I'll go around and finish this up. I don't know, I'll show you a little bit, and then I'll do the rest off camera, because it's kind of boring to watch. And one important thing to do with the rasp is if you're just doing straight back and forth all the time, you'll end up with a little divot right there. So what you want to kind of do is go sideways like that. That's a little bit exaggerated, but it keeps all the wood around there even. And actually I might have gone down a little too far right there, but it'll work out fine. And I'll just take the rest of this off. It doesn't really take all that long again. I might show you some footage of me getting the knot off, but other than that, this part is pretty much one of the easier sections. So I'll finish this up and then get back to you.